When lawmakers like this are so far out of touch with what women need, we see states pushing back, at least states that will allow you to push back. I'm from the state of Texas, and of course they don't want you to ever have an opportunity to raise your voice in the state of Texas. In fact, Ms. Perry, I know your organization, the Heritage Foundation, loves Texas. Ooh, they love Texas. They always sending us some nonsense bills that somehow set this country on the wrong trajectory. They send them to Texas, they send them to Florida. Every deplorable state that we can think about, they usually coming out of y'all's think tank.
So that is Representative Jasmine Crockett pointing out that, yes, think tanks like Heritage will go into these states, and that's where they will try to raise up these issues to pass them at the state level, eventually influence the federal government. Well, the issue there is that she referred to deplorable states, and Marjorie Greene was not having it, as you'll see in this clip.
We believe
point of order,
and because we believe in
point of order,
gerrymandering in this
point of order. I moved
Please
to strike
stop my
her
time.
I moved to strike her words, deplorable states.
That's not a point of order. Let the gentlelady proceed.
The committee will suspend. Whoa, 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 whoa. The committee will suspend.
Whoa. Jamie Raskin is right. That's not what a point of order is. But in Marjorie Greene's defense, she's only been a congresswoman for years at this point. Why would she be expected to know that? In her actual defense, she was not allowed to participate in committee hearings for most of that time. So I guess she doesn't know Robert's Rules of Order at this point. But anyway, he points out that it's not a point of order so that you can strike a deplorable from the record. And then it got worse for her when fill-in chair Lisa McClain, Republican congresswoman, consulted with aides and finally declared a deplorable state is not a statement against a person, nor is it engaging in personalities. And so coming out of this, Jasmine Crockett had this to say about the interaction. So the MAGAs think MTG is so amazing, right? To be clear, the senior member from Georgia was wrong. It's a bad day when the Republican chair has to rule in my favor, learn the rules before trying to check me. The fact that she was proven wrong and also proven to have not been paying much attention over the past few years is not going to have any effect whatsoever. It never does. Marjorie Greene tweeted out, Jasmine Crockett just did her best Hillary Clinton impersonation and insulted half of the country by calling red states deplorable states. She thinks if you disagree with her radical transsexual agenda, you are deplorable. Well, I mean, maybe that's what she was thinking. What she said was that Heritage uses states like Texas to pass a bunch of horrendous legislation. I mean, you could try to respond to specifically what she's doing. Marjorie Greene choosing not to do that. Sharon, what do you think?
Marjorie Taylor Greene, remember when she was run off of public access back home in her district? Okay, she got run off of public access by the callers who took her to task. And I believe the opposition bought up all of the ads, okay, to also take her to task. She knows not what she speaks of on any given day, but she's so loud with it. That's the problem. She's so loud with it. You don't know the rules. And yes, it's fair to note that she was not permitted to participate. They basically told her, you sit back there and be quiet. But she could have used the time, John, to just kind of take it in, drink it in, see what she would do once she does get the stage. And this is what we're left with. She doesn't even have the Cliff Notes version of the rules, and she doesn't understand the context of what was said. It seemed like plain English to me. She doesn't understand the context of it.
Yeah. And I think the larger context of this issue is, should we denigrate millions of people? I mean, that's not what Jasmine Crockett was doing, but let's say that you thought that that's what she meant. Do they actually think that that is a bad thing? She's implying that you shouldn't do that. In that tweet, she says, you're not supposed to insult so many people by calling, it's just based on your politics. You're calling us names. You shouldn't do that. Well, it's so weird because not that long ago, Donald Trump called his political opponents vermin, actually. And it's so weird that I went on her 2 different Twitter accounts and she didn't have anything to say about that. Not a single comment. It's so weird. No points of order. Nothing. The fact that Donald Trump would call people who disagree with him vermin who need to be rooted out, which is 100 times worse than just deplorable. And she's got nothing to say about it. These people are such hypocrites. And I don't just mean they're a hypocrite on this issue. I mean, they lack the core value that demands any consistency whatsoever from event to event, situation to situation, that your values should be recognizable between them. It's all contingent. It's all, was this my side? Is this their side? That's how I'm going to decide. So That's Marjorie Greene. I would love for her to follow George Santos and be booted out of Congress, but unfortunately, we're still stuck with her.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.